time. This is where I draw the line. Can't stop my shine. They know it's my time. Let the world know I've arrived. I'm on the rise, unstoppable. Watch me do the impossible. Watch me do what I got to do. I'm too hot for you. I'm not about to lose. I'm the greatest. Big smile for the haters. Whole world know that I made it. Call me the greatest. Big boy famous, Mr. Amazing, blazing. Call me the greatest. Say it again. I will not ever pretend. Call it revenge. Tell all your friends. That boy at it again. Call me the greatest. It's the moment of your life. You can see your dreams glowing in the lights. Came up from nothing. A soldier in the fight.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Crimson here, your chief content officer, to bring you all things wrestling. How are you guys tonight? We're going to review the July 1st, 24 Monday Night Raw and have a great show and talk about some wrestling here on Wrestling Talk. And
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look that tries to go wild. I've got the move that really move 'em.
What's up, SOUTHOFTENN?
Not a thing at the moment. Just ready to talk about a pretty good show tonight.
Who let you in here? I'm over here giving a speech and welcoming you. Just coming here, strutting that ass in here with that belt.
I let myself in.
Heck yeah, man. Well, let's talk about it. Jey Uso kicks off Raw. His entrance is the most over entrance in the company.
Yeah,
Michael Cole's over there living his best life. He's dancing to it.
I like that. I mean, that puts a real fan aspect on it. It gets the fans not only in it, but involved. You know that those fans live for that kind of moment. I'm not saying heck, we would do it,
I mean, yeah.
coming through the crowd, coming through the concession
also
stands and all that. Yeah, it's over. I mean, it's great.
Moving on, we have Chad Gable interrupting Jey Uso. He gets super kicked, but rolls out before he can get splashed.
Yeah, you kind of saw where that was going,
Right.
but still fun.
And suddenly, the Wyatt Six come after Chad again. He runs away.
Well, would you?
Yes.
I would. If I was with you, I would trip you and run.
If that was coming.
Yeah, I would trip you and run. I would take my shoes off, trip you, and run.
We saw Huskus the Pig. We saw the Rambling Rabbit, Eric Rowan. And who was that at the end there? Was that Mercy the Buzzard or was that Uncle Howdy? It looked like Uncle Howdy.
And of course, Sister Abigail dropping off a box with a VHS tape in it.
She crawled out of the ring with that VHS tape.
Yeah.
And we do have here, if I can pull it up. First things first. How scary was that for Chad Gable, do you think?
Well, he ran away like a scalded dog. You tell me.
Honestly, when he was running up the stairs out of the arena, I was hoping that they'd be back there waiting for him or something would happen.
Slow build up. It's coming.
Pull it up here. And I'll share it with you guys.
How much longer are we going to keep doing this? What are we even doing here? Do you honestly believe you brought Doom to life? I was destined to do this. Do you think you're special? Special implies that others are not. That there's others that are less than, that deserve to be forgotten. We're the ones that everybody wanted to forget about. We're the ones that everybody abandoned. We made them notice us. There you are. How do you believe you can bring them to life? They weren't chosen. Just willing. Clay in the hands of the potter. Died to the flesh to become something beautiful. They've become a family. We've become a family. Even now, there's false prophets parading, belittling their family for their own gain. It's disgusting. They must pay for their sins. And you think this is your responsibility? I am the voice of the reckoning. I am the reckoning. I'm nobody. I'm all of us. I set them free. I freed them from the cave.
I am nobody. I gave them a family. I made them beautiful. I am all of them. I am the reckoning.
I set them free. There you are.
That was awesome.
It was.
You can say it with me. It's going down.
Down. It's about to go down. You know, the second time I watched that, you know, I didn't catch what Chad was talking about until I watched it that second time around. Belittling your family. And, you know, Chad brought it up. Is he talking about me? I didn't catch that the first time. The second time around, I called it, and very well, it looks like Uncle Howdy has made Chad a target for the foreseeable future.
Definitely. For sure. I love where it's going. The getting is getting good, and we are yet to see what
Oh, yeah,
Had this
yeah.
awesome storyline.
Last week, you and Brian Ogleboy was talking about that this was taking place in a Firefly Funhouse. There we go. I got it out.
Yes.
And I thought it didn't because it looked like a different location to me. But I was able. I mean, tonight, I don't know if it was my TV, the lighting was different or something. But I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all, fellas.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
I didn't think it was at first, but then I was like, hold on. All you gotta do is turn up your brightness and look at it. Like they're in there. So
Yeah.
I know Ugga Boy is excited about that. Shout out to Ugga Boy who couldn't be here tonight. Let's see. Moving on, we have Xavier Woods defeating Karrion Kross via roll up. The Final Testament attacked both Woods and Kofi Kingston after that match.
I can see where this is heading. They're trying to recruit Xavier Woods. And
look at his face there. He just looks scared for his life.
He don't look like he's enjoying that any. But I mean, you see where this is headed in, or what they're trying to do. But here's a question: will Xavier turn? He's never had a singles title.
Yeah, he's never had a singles run. That is true. I don't know, man. It looks like I would say they're going to break up soon.
And as bad as I hate to say this, because I love the New Day.
I do too. I like the New Day.
How long have they been together?
Oh my God, man.
There you go. They've never broken up. It's time.
It's been like more than 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute. It's time.
11, 12, 13 years, something like that. But yeah, we're going to see where that goes. Moving on, we have Damian says he talked to Rhea and she's pissed. And Dom defends himself and says the whole Liv thing is not his fault.
You know who says that? Get the camera on me. You know who says that? Guilty people.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty people say that.
And after Liv exits, Finn tells Damian that Liv isn't the problem. Damian is the problem. Finn goes on to say that ever since Damian became world champion, he's changed. It sounds like Rhea and Damian aren't going to be a part of the Judgment Day here pretty soon. Thoughts and opinions?
Well, if Damian loses, he's not. If he loses that Money in the Bank to Seth Rollins, he's not a member of the Judgment Day. Just keep that in mind.
That is true. And still, Liv Morgan defeats Zelina Vega to retain the Women's World Championship. Better match than I thought it was going to be. He dedicates the match to Dom.
Okay, I have a question. We all call Rhea Ripley Mommy, right?
Yes.
Would Liv Morgan be Step Mommy? Just asking now. I mean, come on now.
Drew McIntyre is complaining about going to the back of the line after being screwed by CM Punk. McIntyre's at peace. If anyone gets in between him and his goal, he'll do to them what he did to Punk. And it starts tonight with Sheamus and the Mad Dragon. And we'll get into that for sure. Then he'll go down to Money in the Bank on Saturday. He'll go. And there's a lot of guys with hopes and dreams, but McIntyre has dreams. And he makes them come true. On Saturday, he'll climb the ladder and claim the contract it will be his night. I think McIntyre will be the world heavyweight champion. Ask the guy who stopped him. Oh, wait, you can't. McIntyre holds up his fist, which has CM Punk's bracelet around his wrist there, as you see. What do you think, South of 10?
I think it's going to be a good show. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think we're just looking at who's going to win the Money in the Bank.
True. Man, it'd be cool to see Drew McIntyre be world heavyweight champion for a little bit.
Well, more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, more than 5 minutes.
But I mean, as much as he likes to point the finger and say, I got screwed because of CM Punk, it's CM Punk's reason I'm not champion. What business did he have going over there and flaunting it? You win stupid. You play stupid games.
You win a stupid prize.
You win stupid prizes.
So much tension between Balor and Priest. Balor interrupts Rollins. Priest comes out. Rollins thinks it's just another Judgment Day trap. Priest assures it's not a trap. Priest tells Balor to not get involved. Balor gets involved anyway and lays out Rollins. Priest stops Balor. Rollins takes the advantage and lays out both of them, and Rollins stomps Balor. Priest then lays out Rollins with a south of not 10, but a south of heaven. And Priest helps up Balor, and they walk out together, and clearly they're arguing about pretty much everything. They're having a huge argument.
Yeah, well, you argue in family, you argue in friendships, you argue, family members argue. It's just, but it's coming to a boil,
Yeah. Damn it. It's confirmed. Kaiser is injured. He says it's broken ribs and says, quote, I will make it my goal to come back and not only beat you, but to embarrass you and humiliate you to end the Celtic Warrior for once and for all. And yeah, I can't wait for his return. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming into his own right now. I mean, what he's doing with this singles run, it's been really fun to watch, and I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a fan of that turtleneck.
We have again back on the whole Priest thing. Priest wants Balor to stay out of his business at Money in the Bank. In other words, Balor is certainly screwing Priest at Money in the Bank, I think. What do you think?
Do you think he'll really go that far? Because if he screws him and he loses, he's out of the Judgment Day. Do you think Finn Balor really wants Damian out?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I've not gave that any kind of thought, but you might be onto something there.
I mean, we'll have to wait for Saturday.
Hang on one second.
All right.
The longer I hold this belt, I just realized you couldn't see this beautiful bald eagle on my shirt.
America.
Yeah. Happy Independence Day, everybody.
Yep. Happy 4th. Zoe Stark defeats Ivy Now and Dakota Kai to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. The Money in the Bank ladder match is now set for the women's division. It's going to be Tiffany winning it or Green. What do you think, South of 10?
Chelsea Green ain't winning it.
You don't think so?
No, she's too worried about her. She might climb that ladder where she breaks a nail or something.
Touch back on the Uncle Howdy thing. Taylor Rotunda, Uncle Howdy, says, I am the voice of the reckoning. False prophets belittling their own family for their own gain, as we all saw in the video we played at the beginning. So that was the motivation. We finally know why Taylor Rotunda is targeting Chad Gable, and this was another great promo by Uncle
Yeah,
Bobby.
it was beautifully done.
Man, old Chad, what a piece of crap.
Well,
Can't
look
even
at-
let Otis over there trying to eat a steak with a baked potato with a sandwich and a
wait a
mixed
minute.
with
Whoa. Time out. He's eating a steak, but look at the utensils he has.
Wait a minute.
That can't be a steak with a plastic fork.
I don't know.
Oh no, whatever it is, it looks good. I'll eat it.
I like that donut right there. I'll eat that donut if Otis will let me eat it. But Chad don't get nothing. Chad is a doucher. Chad asked Otis if he seen the video. Otis says he has, but he's still not helping Gable. Chad says, I know you hate me. Otis says he doesn't hate Chad, but he still is on his own. And Chad says, well, if there ever come a time, Otis, I don't know. Gable is he's not getting nothing out of Otis. Otis ain't cracking
Well,
because Chad is lacking.
think about it. How many times can you sit there and abuse them the way he did, day in and day out, belittle them, and sit there and put yourself on a pedestal and look down on them before they said, you know what, enough is enough.
Exactly. And I like the way it's going, how the Wyatt Six is going after this, because it can teach everybody a lesson.
Yeah. I mean, if
you act like Chad, you're going to get slapped up by the Wyatt Six.
Humble yourself, I mean, that's kind of what the message is here. Humble yourself.
Chad is trying his hardest to manipulate Otis into letting him, to helping him again and all that.
Well, Chad don't know what to do. I mean, he's at his wit's end. And he's digging for straws. I mean,
this is not PG.
I don't know about PG.
Rey Mysterio defeats Dominic Mysterio again. Rey is 3-0. 3-0.
Wait a minute now.
Against his son now.
Who helped him win that win? Who helped him with that win?
Yeah, true.
Stepmommy.
Yeah. Liv Morgan came down the ring to distract Rey. She ended up getting in the way and costing Dom the match accidentally. And,
actually, no. I'm going to take this all back. Everything I just said, I'm going to take it all back. You know who cost Dominic that match?
Who?
Dominic.
That's
Do you
true.
know how long it took him to get off Liv? He could have got off a lot quicker than what he did.
He was comfortable where he was.
So that he was thinking with his little head, and that's what cost him the match. I'll be honest.
Yep. And at one point, Dom knocked in to the top of her, and she would not let him go. I don't know. It was weird. But we have Sami Zayn comes out to talk all about his matches with Braun Breaker. Breaker comes out and says Sami must not know how much, his opportunity. Sami says, bigger men have tried to break me, and they have failed. Breaker acts like he's going to leave, but he spears Zayn. He goes to run around the ring and to do a super spear to Zayn, and Zayn leapfrogs the spear, and brawl just breaks out between them again. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But again, Breaker comes out and says Sami must not know much about him because he gave him his opportunity, and Sami's over there saying, bigger men are trying to break me before and they failed. But I think he's going up against a different animal.
Well, I've said this time and time and time again. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the fight and the dog that counts.
Yeah.
And Sami Zayn has a lot of fight in him. So, we don't know.
We are not sponsored by Modelo, but the Bloodline acknowledgement ceremony from Friday's Smackdown now has over 6 million views across all WWE social platforms. It's the most viewed segment of any show, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT post WrestleMania.
That was a pretty good segment last week on SmackDown. It ain't a question of if Roman Reigns is going to return. It's just a matter of when now. I mean,
Something's going to happen.
they look what they did to his wise man. And you just don't hurt the wise man and get away with it, family or
Nope.
not.
That is true.
I mean,
Very true. And that's for next week. Either man, Mr. Money in the Bank. I don't think Chad has a chance.
I don't think we're going to have a winner in this match.
Okay.
I think it's going to get interrupted. Or, wait a second. I don't know. It could go any way, but don't be surprised if this match does not go the distance.
Think about what Uncle Howdy said. I keep thinking about what he said. False prophets belittling their own family for their own gain. I wonder if this is a false flag. It seems like they're targeting Chad Gable, but really, are they going to target Jey Uso? Because Chad might be the master of the Alpha Academy, but he's not actually related to any of the members. Meanwhile, Jey left his actual family to try to become a solo star. Then he had the nerve to take the Fireflies from him for himself. Yes, Jey has since publicly said he doesn't want them, and he gave them back to the Wyatts. He said that. But if I'm Uncle Howdy, I can't stand for that. And also keep this in his mind, in mind. This is in his mind. They made their debut during Jey Uso celebrating his win after the qualifying Money in the Bank whatever match. We never seen anyone get attacked. Then they debuted, but Chad was the only person shown clearly. But here's the thing: we never actually see Chad get attacked. He could have faked it, have been trying to get sympathy from Otis this entire time. The Wyatts have had multiple chances to get Chad since, and they haven't. Nikki has been in the ring, Sister Abigail, and all that, walking away, and I wouldn't be shocked. All I'm saying here is I wouldn't be shocked if the Wyatts cost Jey the Money in the Bank match and Chad wins it. That could happen. I don't know.
That would be a huge huge curve. That and if they did that, WWE did a beautiful job at swerving us, trolling us, and it would be beautiful.
That would be
if
awesome.
That happens, yeah.
That's what I've been thinking. What if it's not just Chad they're at? I don't know, but we're gonna find out this Saturday, man. I cannot wait. This was a pretty good Raw.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I haven't really had any problems with it. It wasn't slow. It wasn't boring. And it's not going to be in a time like this when it's being ran by Triple H. And
I do have a few problems. Maybe not with tonight's airing. I can't remember. But having the blackout sex, where they black out the screen, especially with Friday Night SmackDown last Friday, I was getting mad. Constantly blacking out the screen.
Oh, yeah, I know. I wonder, was that just me or was that you?
No,
too?
that was everybody.
Oh.
But Triple H has said that's not going to be a thing when it moves to Netflix.
I wonder how that's going to work. I guess, I think it's people tripping over cables, probably. I don't know.
I think they're blacking the screen out because they don't want us seeing what's really going on. People with obscene signs, vulgar signs, or the finger,
okay.
that's what it is. I mean, you don't want to sit there be watching Monday Night Raw with your family. Well, most people are like this. Don't be watching Monday Night Raw with a family and see some 98-year-old grandma flipping a bird to somebody.
Like Betty White.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to see Betty White sitting there, God rest her soul, sitting there flipping off the Miz or something, you know.
Hey, we had an awesome match between Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and the Mad Dragon. It was a 20-minute plus match.
That was
made my heart so happy. I love long matches like that. Drew McIntyre defeats Sheamus and the Mad Dragon to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Great match. The men's ladder match is now official. Jey Uso is definitely the favorite this year, and I could see, I don't know, like I said, Chad winning a surprise. I feel like Drew is going to get screwed by Punk again, possibly. And Knight also, LA Knight has a chance since he's over, but I think he might get screwed by Logan Paul. You don't know.
Many possibilities.
Many possibilities. It's getting interesting.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank is going to be a pay-per-view. I'm not going to say PLE. It's going to be a pay-per-view you don't want to miss, because I don't like saying PLE. Premium live event. I don't know. I'm not used to that. I'm used to calling it pay-per-view.
Well, we'll get used to it eventually, because we're no longer paying 65, 70, or whatever it was dollars for them, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Frontman, South of 10. If you had to rate Raw, what would you rate it?
I'll give it a very high 3.5.
3.5. I'll meet you at about 3.5. Not knocking it, but
No, I mean that's still passing.
no, yeah,
That's passing.
yeah, definitely a good Raw. Let us know what you guys thought about it. Did you watch Monday Night Raw? Where do you think this whole thing is going with Chad Gable? And the rest. Comments down below. And I want to thank you guys for all the support. And South of 10, what do we like to say around here?
Well, before we say that, I want to say Happy Independence Day once more. And
Okay.
celebrate the 4th. Have a good time. I know I
Grill
will
out and chill out.
But let's go.
Don't burn down anything, shooting off fireworks.
No, let somebody else do it.
Don't blow your fingers off. All right, you ready? Wrestle on. Boom.